you could just drive around the South Shore right now and you could see what we're up against, and we shouldn't be. You'll see mostly illegal signs. I was just walking in Montauk, and I must have, and you know what, Audrey and I were getting dizzy with all the Republican, particularly my opponent's signs. Half the time the people said they just stuck them there. They literally did. And I know that signs don't win elections. I do know that. But ultimately, they do help. That's besides the point. People need to win elections. And in the town of Hempstead, the people have not won elections forever. There is no way that the Republican machine is representing your interests. Think about a vote I took with my colleagues yesterday for a 145,000 square foot, smaller than ever, Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum with a restaurant and a bowling alley and yet another ice skating rink. And that was it. That was it. No Islanders. The anchor tenant might be from Bridgeport, Connecticut, a minor league hockey team. Where have we fallen?
Or gambling.
And it was all because of one administration.
No gambling.
That this is what one administration that turned down a lighthouse project and 2 million square feet of development for multiple dwellings, for offices, for science and sports technology, for an entertainment center, for jobs, for tax revenue, and the party that loves to talk about taxes, that raised their taxes 18 times under the Mangano administration and over 200 times under Kate Murray's administration, but they talk taxes, blew an opportunity to really reduce taxes and a game changer. Don't ever forget that it was the Democrats that had the Lighthouse Project, that were keeping the Islanders and were keeping our kids, and the Republicans think small. And if you really thought about it, they probably didn't want kids staying because kids vote Democrat. They register Democrat. And it's all about maintaining that machine. What Diane is doing is very, very hard. She's running against a machine. And even though we have an overall, finally, in the town of Hempstead, an enrollment edge, we don't think like that. We don't think as a team. They always do. They put their top of the ticket, everyone else falls in line. You know, we have a Swazi sign here, a Denenberg sign there, a Madden sign there. Where there's a Denenberg sign, there should be a Swazi sign, there should be a Madden sign. We are a team, and our message, we've always been a message of hope. We can do better. My 23, 20, and 19-year-old shouldn't be looking to Brooklyn for jobs. We're educating them. There should be opportunities here, right on Merrick Road, right on Sunrise Highway, right on Jerusalem. The South Shore should be right with opportunity. It's all been about zoning that says the only thing you can put on Merrick Road is a fast food restaurant next to a strip mall, next to a gas station, next to another strip mall, next to a supermarket, all looking for something to do. If Brooklyn could do it, and it's not cheap in the city. Where I went to school on Cooper Union, you could go from Delancey up to the 90s on 2nd and 1st Avenue, and kids want to be there. It's not cheap, but there's something to do. We have to do that in our downtown areas, and we have to get away from a machine where politics is a business and it's only about maintaining themselves. Don't forget, Mangano wants to charge you for using your toilets. It's a toilet tax. The schools, the fire departments, anyone who uses water, he wants to charge them a tax. He doesn't say it's a tax, it's a fee. Who here has a burglar alarm? Your rate's tripled, and if God forbid it goes off accidentally, they want to take off your hand. You know, it's ambulance fees, park fees. God forbid you have a cabana or anything we tried to do cheap went up 2 and 3 times. Those are taxes. saying that the county can't fix the assessment system, we'll freeze it. That was the big fix. We'll freeze it. We froze it for 62 years, it was broken. Now we're freezing it again, and only people who challenge get a reduction at their request. Who pays for this half of the room's reduction if this half didn't apply for a reduction? We did. That's a tax increase. Haven't fixed anything, you just broke it. Venditto in Oyster Bay has borrowed Oyster Bay into oblivion. They sold property for $31 million just to stave off disaster. Mangano hasn't staved off disaster. We're hitting it. Nassau County's debt is the highest it's ever been. And in the town of Hempstead, look at the debt, follow the paper trail. They're saying I raised taxes 42% in 14 years. First of all, 42% in 14 years would be, I guess, 3% a year. Never happened. It's a lie. But in the town of Hempstead in 14 years, taxes went up over 75%. Over 75%. Let's start speaking. Let's speak out. Let's be proud. The message is the Democrats balance budgets. The Democrats provide hope for our kids to stay here. And the Democrats provide fair and honest government. If you think that you have to know someone in town hall to get a permit, it means town hall is corrupt. If you have to know someone in town hall to get anything, town hall is corrupt. Period. You know, a bread and butter issue for you, for me, you know, we have the most expensive animal shelter. You can combine Chicago and New York City together, and Hempstead spends more. And it was abusive, doesn't work, and it was just run like a patronage mill. So let me leave you with this. If you want lower taxes, you want the Democrats. If you want business opportunity, you want the Democrats. If you want honest government where people trying to run a small business aren't taxed so high that they can't run that business, then you want a change. It's always been Republican rule. What excuse do they have for losing every opportunity to make us great? So Diane, I'm with you, and we need to be with you as a team, all for one for all. All